Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. Hope you're very well. I'm looking to actually get a little short off on here on the euro at the moment. I'm just waiting to see if it can come up to its upper band. I'll put some units in up in there. It could be over very quickly, but it's a very low amount of risk from a stop perspective. I can put a stop just up here somewhere, so it'll only be about, I don't know, 5 pips, 6 pips stop, and see if it's going to come down for the hourly 21 and MA and the daily pivot. So if I go to the hourly charts, that's where the hourly 21 is, which is about where the daily pivot is. But having said that, we know what's happened overnight, so this could just be consolidating and the euro's going to go up again yet. But it has got negative momentum on the hourly charts, so I'm going to give it a go. So I'm just waiting to see if it can get up to the upper band. I'll put the units in. Now bear in mind I can trade with more units now. I've increased the position sizing on this challenge account now, so I can trade 6 lots now if I want to, but I'll probably put 4 in, maybe 5. It's not a lot of stop there, so anyway, just see if we can get this in. Getting close, and I'll get these units in. Like I said, it's not a big risk, but I could get stopped out very quickly. It could be a very quick stop out, because although we've got negative momentum, obviously the trend has been up. But as we've got a bit of clear air down to that hourly 21, I'll give it a shot here. So let's just see if I can get this. And now I'll have to press pause in a minute if it doesn't quite get there. There it is. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. It's not moving much. That's good, handy. Okay, so I've got the 4 units in. Let's see if we can get a 5th one in. Like I said, I can go up to 6 units now, which makes it a little bit more interesting that I can trade this a little bit bigger. So let's get a 6th one in. Right, I've got the 6 lots in now. So I'm just going to get the stops in place, and then I'll come back to this. Could be over very quickly. I'm just going to put stops up here, and but we'll see. I'll press pause. Okay, just back. It is coming up, so it could stop me out. Let's bring up the account. It's a bit of a weird one because I actually am in a swing at the moment on the euro. So let's just bring it across. Ignore these first 3. They're part of a swing that I'm in currently at the moment on the euro. I've got a hedge position which we've got a release at the moment, plus an open position. And so here's the 6 units that I've just gone short on. Like I said, if I get stopped out, it's going to happen very quickly, and it's not going to cost me too much. So these are the 6 units that I'm short with. So we're watching these, and we'll see how we get on. So, like I said, I've shorted it into that band. The risk is, because it's just a consolidation effectively on the hourly charts. Let's have a look. Go out to that hourly chart again. Then we could just be about to break higher again. But I just like the potential for a low risk as far as pips are concerned trade. Yeah, I'll lose on this if it doesn't work out, but it's the first try of the day. We've got some negative momentum in the background, so if it does want to roll over, then and come down to that level, then it's a bonus. If I get stopped out, it doesn't cost me too much, and and then there's still more other trades to potentially take. So anyway, I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and we can see I'm in the middle of cooking breakfast at the moment, so I'm going to have to be quick. But it's come down a bit. I'm going to move my stop down to these highs now, so just a couple of pips. So that's what I'm going to do whilst we're waiting to see what's going to happen. So I'll press pause for the minute. Okay, just back, and as we can see, it's chopping around a bit. It came down a bit, and it's come all the way up again at 8 AM. So it's looking like it may try and turn. So anyway, like I said, stops up there. So I don't think there's really much more for me to do with that. It may want to turn here, but I'll leave it and we'll see what happens. So I'll press pause now. So what's interesting here is obviously it's coming up. It's come right up to 114.10, and 2 of my units I've been stopped out on because I was just in the process as I was coming off. I thought, I'll just move my stops to 09 now, and I was in the process of moving them to 2 of the orders I'd moved to 09. And subsequently just got stopped out there, and the others all got very, very close to my 114.10. But for now, have all of a sudden it's backed off again. So I have been stopped out on 2 units, only for £23 and £20 respectively. Bear in mind the stops are very tight to where my entries were. But so interesting. So I'm now down to 4 units anyway. But I was moving it down to 09, and then started getting stops. I thought, the rest are all going to get stopped anyway. I couldn't even get the orders in, and I suspect they probably will do here. So let's see. Let's watch this. Getting close. it's like it's on the turn a little bit here. So like I said, on the hourly charts, the consolidation was always going to be a risk. But for the risk to reward on that trade, I'm happy take that trade. There it goes. I think it's just come up, so it must have been stopped. There we go. Happily take that trade because of the good risk to reward that was there, and it's not really costing me much. So what have we cost me so far? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 120, 130, 140 pounds maybe. So yeah, it's not cost me too much there this morning. So anyway, I'll press pause for now, and we'll see what's going to happen with this euro dollar. I thought we might want to come down, but it could just be that it's playing around at the moment and chopping around because of, if we go back out to that hourly chart, this whole consolidation after the nice move up last night. So we shall see. I'll press pause for now though. Okay, so the euro's having a great run here. Bear in mind it's got negative momentum on its hourly charts, but it doesn't mean to say obviously it can't go higher. But that just means that for me personally this morning means I can't do anything with that and get on the long side of that if I haven't got momentum lined up. Having said that, now let's switch over to the dollar yen. The dollar yen does have some momentum lined up, and I'm seeing a little setup. It's what we call an extreme play, and so I'm seeing that set up here right now. So there won't be many pips involved, but it could play out. So I'm just watching that, looking for a little pull up to my little white line here, and if we can get that, then I'll be looking to then short it, take it back down to the closing price here. So I'll just press pause while we're waiting. Okay, so let's see if we can unleash a little bit here. So right, let's get one unit in at least anyway, and see if we can get a couple in. So I've got that one unit in at 42, so see if we can get a slightly better price. And again, it's all going to be tight stuff again, but we'll see if we can get a few units in here. So I'm just seeing if I can get a slightly better price, or as good a price as my first unit. So let's just see. Actually, I'll get a second unit in if I get 41 again. There we go. So at least I've got 2 units in now, but I want to get obviously a few more in. Now bear in mind I'm only looking for it to come down to here, so it's all tight lines really, but and I've obviously got to put my stop in just a bit above really, so it's all going to be tight. It's going to be about 8 pip stop. So it's just about there on a risk to reward basis. It's not a lot in it. I'll try and run a second half down to the low anyway, but so let's see if I can get some more units in first of all, and it's tight, so realistically it could want to bounce, come up to 60 and then roll over. Let's see if I can get nearly I've got 3 units in there, so it could want to come all the way up to something like 60 and then roll over, but that's not the trade that I want to be in. I want to be in this nice tight trade where it just goes up, does the blip up to this outer band here, and then comes back over again. So that's what I'm in this for. So I'll just see if I can get a final unit in. I'll just put 4 units in on this one, and then that'll be it. I've got negative momentum across the board, but it's obviously already had quite a good run, as we can see already down. So it could want to do a slightly larger retracement. If it does, then I'm not going to be bothered to be in it. So let's just see here if I can get this final unit in, and then there we go. Right, I'll get my stops in. I'll press pause. Okay, so this is what I want to see. I want to see it coming straight back down for it. So I better get the orders, deal tickets ready if it is going to start coming down from here. So I want this to come straight down now really, and so that's what I'm looking for. So I'll just bring up the tickets so that we can see all of that as prices, if price is going to come down to those levels. It's not going to be a lot in this, but it all adds up, doesn't it? So let's get the tickets ready. Okay. Like I said, so first target is down at this low here, so I've got it measuring around about 36, something like that. So fingers on the trigger, and then like I said, and I'll then hold for the low on the second one. So we'll see if we can get down to about 32, 33 in the end. So it's all small stuff here at the moment, but we'll just see if first of all if we can get down to that 36 level. Now if we put in this red candle, then the stops will pretty much be brought to break even or just above break even, because there's no point in it holding. If it brings a red candle in on this 5-minute chart, then there's not really much point in having the stops even up at 50 like I've got them. So we'll just see what's going to happen here. I'll press pause for a second. Okay, so it's coming up a little bit here, so looks like maybe it's not going to come straight down for my level. I'm watching the euro dollar again off screen, so I'm keeping my eye on that, and I may even have another attempt at euro dollar. Still wouldn't surprise me if that reverses yet. It's had a nice little run there, but it wouldn't surprise me if it reverses. So this one could be another stop out here for another 100 odd pounds, but I'm still looking at that potential for the euro dollar. So I'm going to press pause and have a look at that one. Okay, just back, and I have been stopped out again as the yen's come up here. I mean, it was a tight stop, and so but the trade setup itself usually it'll have one bar up and then come straight back down for it. So it didn't do that anyway. So it's another 164 pounds, as you can see here on the stop out on this dollar yen. So I'm still sitting here now with two losses this morning. So what was it? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, about 140 on that and 160 on that. So down about 300 so far today. Bear in mind we're trading at larger sizes now anyway. And actually the stops have been really tight. It was 4 pips on the first one, and whatever it was, 8 pips on this one. So anyway, I'm still looking at this euro dollar because the euro's had this nice run up, but I suspect it probably is still going to try and have a run down for that daily pivot today. So I'm waiting to see us. We're going to close inside the bands here. Then I'm going to watch for a blip back up to the upper band, and then I'm going to give it another shot. I think we've still got negative momentum in the background. It's overall, if we go to the hourly charts, we can see there's it's overall just fairly sideways today. It's just a bit of a blip up. So I'm looking to see if this is going to be reversed and we'll come down. So I'm just watching to see if well, we'll get a close inside the bands here. Then I'm going to see if we can get a move up to the upper band, then pop a stop above the high, and then see again whether this can play itself out this morning. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. I'm looking at this euro dollar, and I was talking about selling it again if it comes into this upper band. And I'm looking at my other time frames, and I think although we've got negative momentum on the hourly charts, the way that it's turned up now, if we go to the 15-minute chart, we can see that the 15-minute 21, which is my blue line here, is turning up now. And actually the 30-minute, well, on my e-signal charts off screen, it's already on the turn. So that's the 30-minute 21, that is. So I think actually I'm possibly just pushing it. I mean, it could be, we could look back at this and say, oh, that was the trade of the day. Because of the hourly charts, it's still a little bit uncertain, as we can see here. But I think in light of the overall trend that we've got going on at the moment, and the fact that it's come up quite nicely here this morning, I might just be pushing it if I give it another go. The only way I could do it is if I just downsize and put like one lot in, and then just see what happens. Then I could do that, I guess. But otherwise, I think it's a bit of a risk. So okay, I'll put one lot in, but with a stop up here, so it's only about a 5 or 6 pip stop. But I haven't done it yet, but I'm just watching it. But that would be the only thing I could do, because I think the risk is skewed actually. That although we've got negative momentum today, the price action, there was a clear air down there this morning for this to run down, so it had a nice air pocket, and that's what I look for, is those air pockets. And we were below the 21 MAs at the time on the other time frames, and so it was the right call. And a lot of the time when you've got an air pocket like that and you're already below those moving averages with negative momentum, it'd be the right thing to do to go in on the short side there. So but alas, it didn't work out today. So I'll actually, well, as you can see, it's holding up now anyway, so I don't need to do anything with this. So I'm going to press pause and we'll come back to this. Okay, just coming back again. And this dollar yen, is still, the setup is still there for it to come back down to retest this low. So I'm just watching it at the moment and seeing how we're going to close on this candle. You never know, we might get another little one here. Trying lots of a few little attempts here this morning. They're all with tight stops, and because they've been able to be just the way they've set up today. So which is quite handy. But I need one of them to play out. So I'll just watch this 5-minute candle and I'll come back to this. Okay, so we've closed that candle, so I'm going to see if we can get a little blip, and then see if I can get some entries in, and I'll just put a stops just above. So it'll be tight again, and see if I can get in, because but at the moment it's just weakening off a bit at the moment. So we'll see if I can get an entry here. I'll press pause for the minute. Actually, I don't need to wait that long. Come to think of it, because the entry even where we are currently is where we were before. So I'm going to give it put a unit in, and then I'll start to build this maybe in some better prices as well. So I've got one unit in so far, and see if we can get in again. So I'm looking down for this low down here at 36, and so like earlier on. So if we can get oh, there's a second unit in anyway, 47. So by me chatting away and talking, I've not got the better prices in. But what I'm looking for is to see if we can get down to this closing price down here. So as it's weakened off, it's had its bounce now. Now normally what happens is it has a 1 bar bounce or so and then comes pretty much straight down when I see that set up. But it can obviously take longer and then still roll over. So we shall see. But I'll press pause for now just while we're waiting here. Okay, so I'm just coming back here because we are coming down. It's a shame I didn't get to put the other units in because I was dithering around with the recording software and talking and not concentrating on the actual execution. But anyway, so I'm still looking for, it's 36 on the charts, which is probably about 37 on here. I only got in at 42. It's like scalping, isn't it, this morning? But anyway, and then 32 would be the next level, about 32, so 32, 33 would be, 33 would be the reality as far as by the time you take the spreads into account on here, it'd be about 33. So I'll carry on watching here to see if we can break down to those levels. I pressed record because I thought it was going to be nearly about there where I'd be hitting it, but now it's stalling. So again, all of this trade here, if this comes down to these levels, it's not really going to make much of an impact because I've only managed to get 2 units in and I've got in a bit late there. So anyway, I'll press pause now. Okay, just back, and as we can see, it's holding here at the moment now, so that might allow me to get another unit in. So let's do that before I carry on talking and it moves down again. So I've got a third unit in now, third lot. So and I'll keep watching this because if it's going to just play around a little bit here, I'm just going to still see if eventually it can mosey on down. There's plenty of reasons why it could retrace because it's already had a good run, like I think I talked about earlier on. But we'll see if it can get down for that target zone. So I'm still watching for that. But it's just as easy that this could do a big retracement and end up all the way up here at 77. I've got levels up showing, but I do have this level down here. This extreme is still in play for this market to get down there. So we'll see if it can. Like I said, I'm going to put my stop just above this, just up this high here, and see what's going to happen here. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and as we can see, it got stopped again. It's not happening today. Seems to be. I think this will be my third week in a row of losing weeks, losing Fridays, which will be a first for the year. To have 3 Fridays losing in a row. So, but it's funny actually because so often, especially this year, I've had several times people saying, "Oh, Charlie, do you ever lose?" And then I always say, "Yeah, it will come, and it will just happen." I'll get a few Fridays where this happens, and it's been a few since the summer actually. But anyway, it's just part and parcel of trading. So it's only one day of the week that I'm actually trading here, and so of course the odds are there that I'm only doing it once a week that I'm going to have a few of these Fridays where I'm going to have some losers. So anyway, so I'm stopped out on that. So let's bring up the account again because now we've got £369 down on the dollar yen there, and obviously that euro short from earlier on. Obviously this up here, so my net for euros obviously still positive because I'm in a swing long, but. So for now, I mean, it still could roll over again, this dollar yen. I'm going to have another look at it. Is it that I'm just trading it too tight? But I think actually now, no, looking at it now, I think it could still roll over. But I've given it a shot. I've given it a crack, and there's not really much point in doing anything more. I'm not going to. I'll just probably play a waiting game now. We're now at 9:15 a.m. The euro did go higher, so that's good for the swing. So let's have a look at the hourly chart of that euro. So it has broken up, which is good. It's still got negative momentum in the background, but so far it's holding up quite well. So nothing to do there. And so I think I'll just play a waiting game for the time being. We're 19 minutes into this recording, and I think I've not managed to get anything of real traction yet today. So I'll press pause now. Okay, just back, and I've been off getting ready, and as we can see, look, it's come over. So. A real shame actually. It's one of those things sometimes your analysis is right and you still end up getting nicked because you think we've put an appropriate stop in and it just goes that bit higher and then rolls over. So I think when you're in that sort of situation, what you're supposed to do is to always just to put a positive slant on it, to say, well, at least my analysis was correct, so that was a good thing there. So you were on the right side of the market, so to speak. Your analysis was correct there. It's just one of those things. And so I'm actually quite pleased that it has come down for those levels, 36 and 33, 32 it was, and obviously it's gone even beyond that. But yeah, a bit of a shame, obviously. Could have been. Sometimes it's just fine lines, difference between winners and losers. And so anyway, we'll keep an eye on this. I'm going to head off to the gym shortly, so maybe I'll get a trade later on today. We'll have to see. Just back, and obviously we can see that the yen came down. Now, bear in mind, the euro is just pulling back off at the moment. Bear in mind, I'm in open. I've released the other hedge positions on my swings on that because they wasn't doing anything. They were just completely hedged. But so I'm in this trade from yesterday, which I got into yesterday evening at 113.80, currently at 114.48, 47, as you can see here. So I've just thought to myself, oh, I'll tell you what I could do, as it's just backing off a little bit here. I've got nothing else to do here today, but I'm going to head off to the gym now. So I'm going to hedge it and just see what happens. So I've just hedged that, so I've locked in the gains, so to speak. But I'm just going to put the stop at the top. So obviously, if the euro then blasts off to new highs again, then fine, and just the hedge gets unreleased. So I've just put that hedge in. If I actually clear up this, I can actually turn this, and I can actually only show the. Oops. Oh, there we go. How's that doing? How did that do it? Oh, okay. Oh, it's because I'm hedged. So I was going to say, so I can only show the open positions, but because I'm hedged, it's showing that I'm net square now. But so what I've done is put that hedge in. Where is it? Where's it gone? Here. So I'm going to put a stop against that. So it looks like the stop's going to be up at 114.60. It's only a half lot anyway. 114.6. Just in case, for whatever reason, if we had a bit of a pullback here on the euro, I wouldn't want to trade it with a proper trade. Because it has come up quite well here today, but at the same time there's some divergences up there on the higher time frame charts, and just in case it decides to back off, then I've locked in that gain for now, and so as you can see, the hedge is moving around at £2 at the moment. And then what I would then do if it came down, then I'd at some point decide to release the hedge, and then just stay obviously with that overall long position. So anyway, that's what I've done. There's not really much more I'm going to be able to do probably today anyway, so I'll just press pause for now. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Okay, just back, and right, it's now just come up to 1:30. We've got some key news coming out on the Canadian dollar, which should send this up, because I expect the news to be weak, but I'm still going to sell into it because the overall trend's been down. So I'm going to look to sell into that on dollar CAD. Just as obviously I've been gone a while, haven't I? The euro has been coming down, so I'm still in that short position on that euro, but I'm still looking to see if the euro can come down that bit lower, and then I'll close that short out. But at the moment, the key focus is on this dollar CAD, because I've only got a minute to go. Okay, so the news is just about to come out. Let's see how far we spike. We should spike up. I'm looking for a spike up. Let's see if it does go up or not, maybe. So I was looking for a move up to sell into. So it's starting moving up a little. No, hardly at all, is it? So we're not getting much movement here at all here. So I was hoping for a bit more. So anyway, I'll press pause for now, and if it's going to come up slowly, then maybe that's nice as well. It comes up a bit slower, then I'm looking up into around about 70 zone as a sell point. So let's have a look up here. So it's got a bit of work to do anyway, but I didn't know if we might spike up, but alas, we're not. So nothing to do with it just at the moment, but if we can get up to that zone, I'm going to start selling. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and as we can see, the dollar CAD has not really done too much, so it's very weak. It's not moved up at all. So what I'm going to do, if we go back to the euro dollar, remember I've put that short in on the euro dollar. It's come down enough. Let's actually bring it up. I have to explain all this. There's so much going on here today. So we can see it's up £94. So I shorted it at as we can see there. 47. We're currently at 17, so it's up 30 pips. I might as well just close it out now. It's done enough. It's hit the hourly 21. I was looking to see if it was going to break that, but it's holding for now. So actually I'm going to close out and bank the 94. So effectively what that does, if I actually add up everything today, of everything that's closed, so we've got 330, 330 minus 212, and then we've got, that's an open position, so we'll ignore that. Then we've got minus 23 plus minus 20 minus 27 minus 26 minus 27 minus 28 plus 93, and then minus 369 equals, gives me a losing day of £309 today. So exactly, it's fairly well contained today. Plus I still obviously have this open position which is in profit, but that's completely different. So a small losing day, considering actually this is the first week of increasing the position sizes. So often when you increase position sizes, the market always tries to get you anyway. So I've increased those position sizes, but like I said at the beginning of today's update video, I'm going to be looking to increase them again in maybe another month or two. So we'll see how we go over this next month, and I'll be looking to increase them again because I've held off from increasing them for quite a long time, so they need to be pushed up a bit. Anyway, I shall leave that with you. I don't think there's anything much more to say. Be back in touch next week.